So before all the drama kicked off in the villa last night, the Islanders were treated to a pool party hosted by one of the UK's hottest DJs.
That's you. DJ Tom Zanetti, the man behind the decks. You were just saying they went crazy for you. They've not heard music in there, have they?
No,
the whole time.
That's what I mean. They've not had any music, so as soon as I pressed play, it was like they just went. It
all went off.
Yeah, it just went mental. Yeah.
I mean, that's a good gig to get as a DJ, isn't it? To turn up if you've not heard music.
It's also a good gig to get because you're the only person apart from Caroline Flatt who's been in there, of course, who isn't an Islander, if you like.
Yeah.
Who isn't taking part.
It's quite surreal because obviously I've seen it like watching the show, but when there's all the lights and the setting and all the fairy lights everywhere, it was just like being in the villa. I mean, these guys will all know, but it was quite cool, man. It was good.
Yeah. Oh, I love that.
Should we have a little look at how the party was?
Yeah,
There was no drama, it was just pure joy, wasn't it?
Yeah,
no tears and tantrums. Let's take a look.
This one's about to get lively. Love Island 2018, Ministry of Sound. Everybody get ready and make some noise.
When I count in the grands, I make it look good.
Looks great. That's what you want to look like at a party.
Yeah.
You know, in slow motion and gorgeous. Whereas normally when you see pictures of a party, you're sweaty and your face. You guys look like how we want to look.
Yeah.
It's called youth, Kate.
Oh, yeah.
We had a glancing blow with it about 20 years ago, and then it all went horribly wrong.
Did it go well?
Yeah, it was really good. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. It was a good experience. Like I said, because I wasn't allowed to interact with them and they weren't allowed to interact with me. But because they got excited, I didn't think they'd know who I was, but they did. So they started running up to the decks, trying to pull me off at decks and trying to get me out dance floor, and I was just going mental and it was good. Good fun.
Megan didn't want to couple up with you, did she? Because we know she's.
I didn't get a chance to speak to
Then
Megan.
you knew her to arrive. She's in.
Yeah.
You were safe.
The first person who ran over, I think it was little Georgia, is it? She ran over and tried to pull me off at decks, like, come on, and then the rest of them came over, and I was like, I'm not allowed to move. They kept turning music down. Every time I talk to them, they say, no, Tom, shouting over Mike, like I think they call it the God in this, I don't know.
Voice of God.
The
The voice of God, that's it. Who shouts over at Mike, and I'm like, oh. I just want to fight with him, but no, well.
Is it lovely there? Is it gorgeous?
Yeah, really nice, yeah. Right in the middle of the mountains, and I'm not sure what I'm allowed to talk about, but yeah, it will be. Yeah.
Good point.
But it was beautiful anyway, a good party, good villa.
And the music's been a massive part of the show.
Well, it has indeed. You know, I can't remember the last time I went to the Ministry of Sound.
Yeah.
Probably sometime in the mid-90s. Probably got back about 3 days later. But, so your new singles on this Love Island, the pool party soundtrack, the must-have soundtrack for the summer.
Of course it is. Of course it is.
Good bit of advertising that.
How did you get picked?
I mixed the last two Ministry of Sound albums, and they did really well. To be fair, I think one of them at one point were like third in the UK, like behind Drake and Ed Sheeran. So it was like massive, did really well. And I think because I'd done that, they just said, well, let's get him in.
It's great.
And you're quite handsome.
Thank you.
It might have been that along there too.
Thank you.
And so you're doing lots of sets over the summer, I get. You're burning. I mean, it's amazing that you're in this early because I assume you're usually finishing work at about 6 a.m. somewhere hot.
Sometimes we finish at like 6 in the morning, then I've got to go to airport and then fly to another country, then next place, and it's just no sleep, and it's quite exhausting. But yeah, it's a lot of fun and it's exciting, so it keeps your energy going and stuff.
Yeah,
so, yeah.
great. And I think you were as shocked as we were when they all turned up over there, our guests on Love Island.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know at what age I would have ever had the confidence to walk into a studio dressed in so little. I admire you for the confidence you all have.
Also, who looks good on a beanbag? You know, the minute you sit down, there are rolls and folds. Do you know what I mean?
How is that even possible? But it is. Right, lovely.
Well, fantastic. You've made us all feel great this morning and got us all going, so thanks very much.
And you've brought the average age of the team down by about 30 years, so we're always grateful for that.
Thanks so much for having me.
Yeah,
appreciate
good
that.
to
Thank you.
see you.
What's your next gig?
I'm in a pool party in BH in Magaluf tomorrow.
Wow.
Thank
What
you.
a
Before we let
life.
you go, obviously, because you've been in there, is there anyone that you would cast a glad eye across? Someone that put a twinkle in your eye amongst the contestants in there?
I think they're all beautiful. So,
Oh.